Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Ranita and I love getting into makeup and beauty content. Today I'm delving into a new indie brand, and that is Mad Witch Cosmetics. They sent me the star in PR, and this is no obligation to post. I just wanted to create some looks with it, as I always do with every palette that I get in PR, because I love getting to know a brand, getting to know their color stories, and then giving you my thoughts on it. So this video is going to have my arm swatches. It's going to have a couple of product shots, and of course you're going to see me do the tutorials with you. So if you would like to see more of this, just hit that subscribe button, because I pretty much do this for everything that I get on my channel, and I also do my best to test out every single shade in a palette before I give my opinion on it, and that's actually something that I do on a regular basis. So without further ado, let's get into this beautiful palette. Welcome to look one. Now I think everybody knows that I am an avid green lover, so I just have to start with the green. So I'm going to go in with the shade Strength over here, which is a green, and let's see where that takes me. This is going to be a full face look, and then I'm probably going to do like two more half looks, which will be looks 2 and 3. So I'm going to just start with a full face look, because that actually seems like more fun to me. And we can just test out these matte shades. I've already gone in with my base, and this seems to be working pretty okay. My base is the eyeshadow base from Shop Alter Ego, same one that I use in all my looks. If you need the code, please check out the description box below. I'll put it on the screen for you as well. It's a non-affiliate code. I don't earn anything from telling you about my code. I just love the base, and I feel like this is a product that more people should know about if they have oily lids. It really is a lifesaver. Like the way that this matte is working, and I love the fact that it matches my top. I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on this side over here. The next shade that I'm gonna go in for is, I think, Positivity, which is that green over there. And I may deepen up Strength with Good Health, which is a black shade, because there's no other deeper shade in this palette. So I think that will actually be pretty good for the look. So I'll start with Positivity first, which is kind of like an omni green. Yeah. Just gonna add a little bit of that there, and you should be able to see that difference in color, because I can definitely see that there are two very different greens on my eyes right now. I'm using a blending brush because I kind of feel like the edges of the looks are softened when you use blending brushes. The more focused it is, like the tinier they are, that's when you get more focused colors and less of a soft blend, which I actually prefer soft blends, because I feel like it's easier to correct them also, because you just have to blend them out essentially. So yeah, I've got a bit of Positivity on my eyes. Feels kind of funny saying that, but I do like the names of this too. Now I'm going to go in with a different kind of brush like this, and I'm going to take Good Health, just a tiny smidgen of that, because I don't want too much black there. I just want to deepen that a bit. So yeah, don't even know if I grabbed enough, because I'm dipping it onto my tissue paper too before I go in, because I really just don't want that black to overpower my green, because that's gonna ruin the entire look. So I'm just taking it, putting it in the crease. I can definitely see that there's a bit of deepening going on there, which I like. So I have my mattes finished. I went in with another round of my eyeshadow base by Shop Alter Ego, and now I'm going to go in with Sense of Hope. Now Sense of Hope actually has a purple shift, and yeah, you can see it coming through there. So it goes from this amazing green to that purple, and I honestly love the green that I see. I actually want someone to make a shade with just that green, like the exact green that you can see right here, because I think that is something that is seriously lacking from brands. I've never seen just that one color coming through. It's always been like in shifty things, but I just love that color so much. Anyway, I'm putting that shade here, and oh wow, that's a very smooth formula. And I remember when I was doing the swatches for this, I felt the same way. It was very smooth, so easy to work with, and that always makes me feel really happy. So yeah, you can just look at that. Oh my gosh, like that is beautiful. That is gorgeous. So I've gone in with healing, and I'm gonna put healing right here in the inner corners, because I feel like this would be the best thing. This is a very smooth formula, and I really like the way that that's looking. That's gorgeous. Need to do that again on the other side. Hey everyone, this is look one completed, and I'm honestly so happy with the way that it turned out. It looks so beautiful, and I just want to give you the makeup details and then get into my experience with these shades that I have used. So for foundation, as always, Yensa. Absolutely love this. I think if you follow me here long enough, you know that I stick with my Yensa, and very rarely do I deviate from that one because I really love it so much. Next, I have the blusher, also from Yensa, Silk Cream Blusher. So if you like cream blusher, Yensa is excellent. I love Yensa because it's got skincare properties, and you know, it's just a really good brand. I think this was even before a lot of other brands started getting into a lot of their stuff, and when I found a foundation that worked so well and matched my skin tone so well, I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm happy with this. I don't want to shift to anything unless, you know, like it's doing something even better. So anyway, coming back to the details, so ELECTRUM Cosmetics is what I use for my mouth. Went in with a lip gloss. I'd actually just done a review on my ELECTRUM Blood Moon palette, and I had also swatched these lip glosses then. I had so much fun with that. So this one is Nymph, and it's actually, it looks blue, but it's got a pink thing going on, which I really like. So I felt like this was just perfect for the look. And I mentioned my alter ego base. I never do looks without my eyeshadow base. There will be a code in the description box below. Please go check that out if you want to get it. And I think that basically covers it. For my brows, I went in with my ELECTRUM brow kit, which is, you know, the standard kit that I use again for practically every single look. So I tend to keep it, you know, very similar when it comes to my makeup details, because once I like something, I'm pretty much hooked on to it for life. And for my eyeliner, which I did right over here, this green color that you can see, this is actually a Temu eyeliner, which I bought for about 72 cents, if I'm not mistaken, and you know, I like it. I never put these eyeliners like in the waterline. I will never go near my waterline with them, but I like them for just slightly, you know, like below the waterline. So I find that's like more acceptable for me, because I don't really know the quality of Temu, so you know, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So in the inner corner, you can just go and use any black eyeliner that you want. I use the Kulfi Beauty one because it's very soft and very easy to go into, like, you know, very tight spots, like, you know, the inner corners, and that's that. And then the lashes and the rhinestones are also from Temu, and I haven't really bought stuff from Temu in a very long time. In my opinion, the colors that I've used for the matte formula thus far, these are pretty pigmented. You can build them up if you want to, and I would say that I actually like the fact that these are not too intense here, because I did use a, you know, poofier brush to kind of like spread it out and make sure that I'm getting more of that fluffy thing going on, like just blended edges, because I feel like that's easier to work with. If I get it very focused, then, you know, blending it out becomes such a problem. So it's really all about how you use this. If you go in with a white base, you're going to get like a lot more pigment, obviously, because that's just how it is. Now with the shimmers, these, everything that I've dipped into thus far, that would be this one. Oh, sorry. No, that would be this one over here, that one. Those two are very soft, I would say. They're very creamy. Yeah, the formula is very creamy, and it's still easy to work with though. So let's see how many colors we've actually used. I've used Strength, Positivity, and I went in with Sense of Hope, Healing, and Good Health. So that would be 6 shades actually. So I actually did dip into Generosity, which is that purple shade there, because when I saw that the look was turning out so purple, I thought, oh, let me add some of that. So I actually took Generosity and I put it underneath my eyes. So if you see a little bit of purple there, like it was just a line, and then I did go over it with the green eyeliner, so it may not be as obvious, but yeah, I've basically done 6 shades. So now I'm thinking that since we've only done 6 shades and we do have like 16 shades in the palette, I need to speed things up a little bit. Hey friends, I'm so excited. So now we are going into looks 2 and 3, and I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen here. So I'm going to start by going in, I think, with a purple on one side. I don't know. Let's see. This is the color Generosity, which I had tried to line my eyes with, and I went over it with the green, so you couldn't really see it. So I did want to kind of refeature that, and it looks like it's coming up beautifully. It's a lovely purple, very nice, easy to get onto the brush. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Luck, so that would be Luck there, the blue, and I'm going to put that on the other side. So yeah, I'm not really sure like what I'm going for here. I'm just kind of going a little bit with the flow. So that will be blue. I'm taking it upwards, kind of blending that. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it's showing up pretty well for me. And I've gone in with Generosity and Luck. We have Serenity, Optimistic Outlook, and Inspiration. So I think I'm gonna be a little predictable here and just go in with Serenity on one side. That's the lighter blue. I'm just gonna tap that here, just ever so gently. Next I have Optimistic Outlook, which is kind of like a pinky purple, and I'm gonna put that right here. And yeah, you can see that coming through there too. I'm going to start with Renewal of Spirit, which is honestly probably the most beautiful shade I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I love this blue. It's one of my favorite colors. I'm gonna just add on some base, and then we're gonna go in with that. So okay, I got the base on, and I'm gonna do one eye at a time because this base works better when it's kind of wet. So I'm gonna put this one here, and oh my goodness, I love that shade with a passion. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. So gorgeous. Yeah, that's beautiful. Really, really love that shade. I think it's absolutely stunning. And honestly, if I could just use one shade, I think, from this palette, it would be that blue, because that is gorgeous. I don't think I have a blue like that in my collection, and I've always wanted to see that blue from somebody, and it looks like this is the brand that has created that blue. So thank you for that, because I really have wanted to see that for forever in, you know, some kind of creation. So I'm going to go in with the color Calmness, which is a green. It's on that side. I'm going to take Calmness, and I'm going to put that in the inner corners, and we'll see how that one goes. So this is what Calmness is looking like. Very, very pretty and creamy. So I'm putting that here. So yeah, you can see me taking that down and just blending it a bit to make it look like there's a transition of color there, because I don't like it to be patchy or too abrupt, you know, when it's blending out. So yeah, that's basically that. You can see it's kind of gone from a green to, like, you can still see that green there. It's just, it's not as focused, I guess. I'm going to take Bright Prospects, which is a purple, and I've got some of that on my brush, and I'm going to put that here, like kind of like that, you know, that shade that's usually here. And I'm going to drag that upwards. So you should be able to see like this purple line, and that one over there is Beautiful Prospect. So I hope that, yeah, you should be able to see it right there. That line is Beautiful Prospects. All right, let's go in with some colors here. So I've got Joy, Healing, and I've got Spirituality, and it just feels like, yeah, I'm gonna probably go 1, 2, 3 with Joy. This is Joy right here. That'll be in the outer corner, and then we'll just go lighter and lighter from there. So here it's a little bit more predictable, but I do believe that Joy has a shift. It's kind of like a gold shift, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that here. Such a smooth formula. So if you like creamy formulas, this is again excellent. Really enjoyed that one. I'm going in with Spirituality. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is stunning. I'm gonna put that here. Oh my goodness, Spirituality is perfection. It's so smooth. Literally, like, just look at that. I mean, the way it's showing up on my finger should be telling you how incredible this shade is, and you don't actually need as much as I took on my finger. I'm just loving the formula of this. That is just beautiful. Taking it upwards. And you know, you can see this just needs to be blended out a little bit more. I'll probably go and reinforce the mattes a little bit because I kind of feel like they got covered a bit, and I kind of like to see, you know, the mattes showing up a little bit more than they're kind of showing up right now. So we haven't used Faith, which is over there. I'm gonna use Faith as the line here just to give a contrast, because I feel like I really would like to use all these shades. And let's see how that looks. Yes. Oh, Faith is beautiful. It's actually looking green. That's so cool. Was not expecting that. I love that contrast. That is gorgeous. So happy with the way that that worked. There we go. Hey everyone, so this is looks 2 and 3 completed, and I'm so impressed. I have so many thoughts that I want to share with you regarding this because honestly I had a lot of fun. So let me start by giving you the makeup details, and then I'll get into the formula, yada yada yada. Okay, so with the makeup details, I went in again with my Yensa, same blusher and the same foundation, exactly the same. So this is Radiant Rose, and this one is Tan Neutral, and this one is the one that has SPF. There's another version of foundation that Yensa has that doesn't have SPF, so it's really up to you. The colors are the same though, so you know, it pretty much works out. I'm just wearing that because there's sunlight kind of filtering through here, and it's important to protect the skin. So for my mouth, I went in with 2 colors. I went in with Ambition by Bare Minerals. I have a code with them. You can get 15% off if you use it. Love Bare Minerals. It gives just a slight amount of color. And I went in with Soft Red by Gimme Go Cosmetics. Sadly, these are not available anymore. These are the lip glosses that they were selling. They were discontinuing like a ton of colors, and I found out too late that these were actually really, really nice, and I got like I think 7 colors, and I wish I had gotten more because they're really, really good. So yeah, managed to actually get that, you know, and kind of did a blend, and that was that. Now for my eyeliner, I went in again with the Kulfi eyeliner that's in the color black. That's for the inner corners of my eyes. I also used the Alter Ego eyeshadow base, which I have a code for, so you can go and pick that up. Code will be below in the description box below. And for my eyebrows, I did Ulac Cosmetics. They have like a brow kit, which I really love using. So that was in the color Strawburn. I absolutely love that kit. So that's what I used to just touch up my eyebrows just a little bit. And for the lashes and the rhinestones in the inner corners of my eyes, that would be from Temu. And I think that's about it. I don't really have any other makeup details to add. Yeah, that's basically it. My earrings, in case anybody asks, are from Thailand. I bought them 10 years ago. I have no idea how to get these earrings, so yeah, I do apologize if you know, fell for the earrings, and I'm like, yeah, sorry, I don't know how to help you get them. Let's talk about the matte eyeshadows first, because there are 8 of them in this beautiful palette. You can see that there's 2 deep toned ones, like these are deeper, I would say, and then as you go downwards, those are kind of more pastel shades. So I thought it would be good to actually comment on them, since they do consist of like half the palette here. Now I think that these shades have a lot of potential over here, because like as I was using them, you could definitely see that, you know, like for example, some of these colors here, like you know, you can see that pastel shades can be a little bit more opaque to give a bit more oomph. So I think that these have very good potential here, and that oomph just needed to be there, because when you have deeper skin tones like mine, sometimes it can just kind of blend into your skin, you know, like you can see over here. It's like I've put those colors there and everything, and I've actually put what shade is that, Inspiration, right over here, and I used the shade Optimistic Outlook here, and you can see what those are looking like. They do show up, but imagine if these were like a lot more intense. I think that that would just be perfect if they were just a little bit more intense, because pastel shades, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror here, they can become a little bit too sheer sometimes. So it really comes down to your preferences here, like, you know, would you like them to be sheer, would you like them to be a bit more opaque? I think that you know, that's just the only thing that I noticed here about the mattes. However, I do feel like when I'm just looking at myself here, and looking at my eyes, you know, you can definitely see how pretty these look. And I think that, you know, Mad Witch is definitely like on the right track when it comes to the color story and everything, which is like a beautiful story. When I saw this palette, I knew that this was going to be the color story for me. So that's the reason why I was so excited when I actually had the chance to test them out. So let me talk to you about the fun, beautiful multi-chrome shades in here, because these are absolutely gorgeous. They're so beautiful. I think my favorite colors from this palette were Renewal of Spirit here, which is that blue. This is so unique. I don't have any shade like this. The last time I had a blue like this was from Sarasa Cosmetics, and this was like when I first started doing makeup, and it was a loose color pigment, and I wished with all my heart and soul that somebody would create that blue, and it would not be like a super shifty shade, but it would be very true to that blue. And I feel like Mad Witch captured that perfectly, which is probably the biggest thing for me about this palette. I just absolutely love it. And then of course, Sense of Hope, so smooth. This one, that one, such smooth, beautiful formulas. They have different formulas in this palette, obviously, with the shimmers, you know, so like Healing over here, Joy, and Faith were very similar in terms of formulas. So I feel like these are very smooth formulas, very beautiful, creamy, you know, like you can feel the creaminess of those eyeshadows. And then of course, Calmness and Bright Prospects, which are in the same row over here. They have a slightly bigger particle size, I would say, but it's still really, really beautiful, because as you can see, I put Calmness right there in the inner corner, and that's how it's become over time, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I also put Bright Prospects. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's in that, you know, crease. Like I did that line thing that's pretty popular nowadays in the makeup world, so I did that with Bright Prospects. And on this side over here, obviously you can see that highlight, and yeah, there's another line going there, and I absolutely love that. That was the color Faith. Faith is a blue shade over here, and it looks so pretty and so green, and I love that. I love how unexpected that was for me. So I honestly think that this is a beautiful palette. I can't get enough of the shimmers. I actually think that I should have done 4 looks with this, and I should have just done like 2, you know, like half looks each time, but I really wanted to do a full face look, which is why I decided to do it this way, because I was like, you know, I miss doing full face looks, and with the limited time, it makes me sad that I don't have as much time as I would like to enjoy the makeup, you know, that I'm being gifted. But I think I'm probably going to reach for this again, mostly because I am dying. I am absolutely dying to do a look with Renewal of the Spirit. Like that blue has captured my soul. I love it so much. It is so beautiful. And then Spirituality also really captured me. I thought that it's such a strong, gorgeous shade. I can't get enough of the shimmers in this palette. They are so beautiful, and that's the best part about Mad Witch. It's the fact that they've given you such stunning, shifty shades, and you could actually have even less mattes in this palette, I think, and you could just have these shifty shades and just mix and match with them, because as you know, that's what Adept does. They have 10 shifty shades or like 10 shimmers, and then they'll give you 5 mattes, and then they just allow you to like mix and match with it, and it makes it a little bit more challenging, a little bit more fun, because you need to kind of pick and choose, and you can, you know, kind of blend the mattes together and create your own shades if you want to, or build your own palette and do all that kind of stuff. So I actually think that just including these colors was fantastic. It's just very different and very unique to me, because the shades are shifty, the formulas too. I'm trying to think of other palettes that I can possibly compare this to, and a lot of the stronger indie formulas that I really love and enjoy definitely come up. Now let me go into a few more things that I wanted to mention, because as you know, I love doing thorough reviews, so I had some other things I wanted to mention. So the finish for these shimmer shades, definitely, like we have a mixture over here. I would say that some are extremely smooth, like I mentioned, like Sense of Hope, Renewal of Spirit, that's the green and the blue at the top, and Spirituality, of course, and then I told you that Healing, Faith, and Joy, which are the white shade, the blue shade, and the pastel purple shade, those are definitely like more creamy. And then you have Calmness and Bright Prospects, which have more of like a bigger particle size, but also very smooth and creamy. Pigmentation is excellent. I would say it's 10 out of 10, very, very pigmented and great. The matte shades need to be built upon, so I would say you need to use a base here. Because of that, I'm giving the pigmentation for the mattes maybe like about 7.5 out of 10 here, because I think that you need a white base. If you have a deeper skin tone, I think that it may be, you know, like very very important for you to use a white base just to get the true color coming through there. But if you're okay with it being like sheer, then I think that that would be fine. So how long does this last? I kind of feel like this is looking pretty damn good. Like if you use the right base, you're gonna have a very good experience with this. I always use my alter ego base, and I recommend this in every video. So if you don't have a good base and your makeup's falling all over the place, you need to do this. There was no fallout, by the way. Very, very minimal fallout with this because of how smooth and perfectly, you know, like creamy these shades are. I feel that sense of hope, renewal of spirit, and spirituality, that would be the shades over here. That's this one, and this one. I wouldn't describe those as creamy, but I will describe them as very smooth. So you want to keep that in mind. You're not going to have like a ton of fallout. Just make sure that you're using a good base so that it doesn't slide around when you actually get them onto your lids. I think that the consistency of everything was fantastic. I love the color story, so I was really happy with that too. And I think that the packaging was fine too. Like this one comes with a sleeve cover, so you get the plastic thing in the sleeve, and you know, you can secure it. So the packaging is good too. It'll protect your shades, and there's also a mirror in this, by the way. And I think that this would be perfect not only for like this screams summer to me, like these looks, but I kind of feel like if I was to maybe go in with a few of those deeper tones, I could even use this for fall. I feel like this blue would be amazing for fall because it's just such a strong contrast to like all those, you know, autumnal tones and the rusts and the reds and the yellows. Oh my goodness, that blue would look so beautiful. So I can see myself definitely reaching for this, you know, as autumn comes around, and I definitely want to try Renewal of Spirit again, which is by far my favorite shade. It is perfection to me. So I think that this is a unique color story because of these interesting shades that I do not think that I actually have in my collection. That would be Sense of Hope, Renewal of Spirit, Spirituality, I think even Faith. I don't think I have a color like that. So I'm pretty impressed because of that. And I think that in comparison to other brands, this is a very, very strong palette, and I think that it's worth giving a try. Mad Witch is a newer indie brand. All of that being said, I'm super excited to see what Mad Witch is going to have for us in the future. If they're this good now, yeah, you can only imagine what's coming up. So yeah, that's all I have to say. This is their Instagram. If you want to go and support them, you can go ahead and do that. So that's all I have to say about this. Thank you for joining me for reviewing this new brand. If you have any thoughts, any questions, drop them below. And remember to hit the subscribe button because I do this for every single palette. I love to give thorough reviews, and I like to ensure that you kind of get an idea of what you're buying before you pick it up. So if, you know, that kind of stuff is something you enjoy, then, you know, you can see more of me by hitting that button. So I will see you soon for another video. I hope you have the most wonderful weekend. Lots of love to you. Bye-bye.